square in the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime. I done came up, busting down the whole broke, it's that bag. Want your people swag, you ain't even gotta ask. What are those, what is that? Please don't touch my rap, please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers, I'm wrapped up on camera.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Lions hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Riddick, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Big 20.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun, here's Newton. pressure. He's brought down. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On the return, it's Tate. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Reddick. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Galladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Dances by him, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
In motion right is Tate. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the 50, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To throw on third down. Stafford. Hard throw. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
In motion left goes Jones. Here's Riddick. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Riddick with a carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's caught right side. Dixon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And Jones has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. In motion right is Tate. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Second down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
And that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Newton flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Newton on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the move to his left. And the tight end Dixon left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Evades him at the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The motion man is Tate. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In motion right is Tate. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The motion man is Tate. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The swing pass caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Abdullah. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haloti Ngata breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now it's Tate. A quick feed from Tate. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they try the right side here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second down following the run. Operating from the gun. Newton. Buying time to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To throw on second down is Newton. He sets to fire. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
In the red zone this time. Now Stewart on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff looking right. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Gano out to kick this one away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing to Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And the tight end Ebron in motion. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And Tate's got it. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs up.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Charles Johnson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton gives off to Stewart. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Matt Darr now. A final look at the NFL scoreboard as they are in the 4th quarter now. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 15 yards there for number 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League.